Okay, now that we've delved into the world of Melania, let's continue forward. I'm just going to use just the tarot this time. And let's see what it has to say. Open read. I have no idea what's going to come out. So the first thing out is about light coming out. That's always good to get some light on a subject, whatever it may be. Energy coming into it is Republicans. Now, this could be the whole pedophile network, or it should just be the Republicans, or the whole family drama. But let's see what's above it. Above it is what's being shared. Something being shared with the foundation of, oops, got to have the top one, things are moving. So maybe some things are moving in the Republic Uglies. I know some of them, Trump is losing more and more of his backing. So it could be that. It could be some of that, some of the Republicans, or it could be some more sharing, more light, things moving on the Epstein, the whole drama behind that. But let's see what we have. What's going on today? So today, it is, a fine kettle of fish, that is. So what they're trying to feed us, messages coming out. Now, I don't think this is offering up of Christianity, the fish with that aspect. I think it's more of their lies and the things they're trying to feed us when it comes to all of this. Because the challenge is being out in the cold. Yeah, they're outside of spirituality, okay? They're outside of that, wounded when it comes to what's going forward. Wounded outside of spirituality with the choices they've made. Above it is Trump, okay? Trying to feed us the drama of a victory, but really he's wounded in action. So again, he's always trying to share and put out. He just did this rally in Kentucky where he's saying the gas prices are so far down, the food prices are down, the rent is lowered. I've done so much. And of course he's got some people. And I'm wondering if these were paid actors behind him that are clapping, because anybody with, any kind of a brain cell left knows that none of these prices are going down. But he's over there crowing about how fabulous the economy is under him. Oh, my Lord. So let's see what we have. Potential outcome is, this nightmare scenario, control. Okay? Abuse of power. The nightmare scenario. So he's not fooling anybody. He's worried about the midterms. So he was in Kentucky trying to tell them they need to get rid of Massey and what's the name of the other one? But they need to get rid of him, and he's throwing all his support behind this other Yahoo. Okay? Because he is absolutely worried about midterms. Because if they lose the House and the Senate, he could be impeached. So that's it. This is his dominating thing. And again, outside influence, though, is the MAGA and the Epstein stuff. Because he is worried about midterms. And the thing that is crushing him is the Epstein things that continue to come out now. Okay? So above it, justice. That pesky little thing called justice with the foundation of what's being offered up. And what's being offered up to him is the nightmare scenario that justice is around the corner. Because there is much more in the Epstein things that have not come out. We've seen how devastating the things that have come out are. Well, what's being still hidden is even worse. Even worse. So he is absolutely freaking out about this. Again, what's the foundation? Things are moving, the victory, and what is being offered up. We have above it what's being shared when it comes to Trump and justice. Okay? More light on this pedophile network. He's trying to offer up and feed people, but he's out in the cold with that. It's not going to work for him. And he just sees this control rather than him dominating. He is being controlled by the Epstein stuff now. Okay? So what we have is we're going to look at what's under the surface with all this. What's being birthed in America. The swords, the truth is coming out. And it is just, one after another. What he's trying to build when it comes to new information, keeping this stuff up in the air when it comes to the wealthy and their cup of abominations and the choices made in life. We have more message of information and the mindsets about them thinking they can control all these aspects. So figuring out the next move because of the stuff that's going on overseas being revealed, a concrete message for him about a tower moment that's coming. He is facing loss, trying to juggle this information, juggle these things. More investigations, looking deeper is taking place. Things are being overturned when it comes to him. They are charging forward with more actions, and this has become a nightmare scenario for him. He continues to try to block things, wants to, now this is, I think, him wishing he could abscond from all of this, okay? But it's going right with him. He can't get away from it. What they're trying to hide when it comes to things coming in from overseas, they don't like the harvest. Again, he's trying to get away with it, the theft. But what's being strengthened is his mental drama of receding mentality. So his mental state is getting worse. Okay? We saw him, he was saying how fabulous what is her name, that used to be his go-to person. Now he's got Levitt, but he was saying the person before, okay, we're complimenting her, okay. So we see more of his dementia coming in because he's using the wrong name yet again, okay. So his mind is receding even more. When it comes to the long term, again, his insanity is there, the things done by the dark of night. What's moving rapidly is more about the Epstein things, those engaged in this pedophile network. There's an agreement he's got with them about withholding information, but he can't control the world with what's coming out because the wheel is turning, karma is there, so they're trying to ponder all this stuff, not liking what's coming, and what's being handed out is judgment. So again, not going well for him at all. There are arguments happening when it comes to tempering stuff, fueled based on his desires and his emotional drama. He's ruled by emotions. We know he just is knee-jerk with stuff. What's being worked on is more things coming out that are concrete in nature, something new. When it comes to the actions in hand, and that he's trying to walk away from, emotionally distancing, walking away from MAGA, okay? His manipulations when it comes to the White House, the evidence in hand, discharging forward, but that sword is bloodied when it comes to information coming out, trying to keep the lid on things because this is painful, mentally, physically painful. The message about actions, when it comes to Trump and it comes to leadership and those in positions of power, the truth is a burden. They are mentally tied up with this. This is, again, their mindset is what of the dark. Their mindset, they are ruled mentally by the dark. They are chained by their corruption. We have the fake ones there, the anti-Christian drama of the people they put in power, trying to stand guard, fielding embattled. When it comes to these deaths, these endings, the drama, they are more pushed to the edge, trying to control the action, but a new action is coming. And there you have it. More is moving on the Epstein stuff, and he is really extremely worried about the midterms because rather than him being able to control, he is being dominated now by that. So more light is coming out about the network, the pedophile network of all the wealthy that have engaged and involved in this. So more light. It's good that we're getting more light on the subject. It's not going to go away no matter what he does, bombing Iran, killing all these school kids, which is, again, you don't do that in war. That's one of the things you don't do. Okay? So he could be facing war crimes as well. I mean, there is so much RICO charges. I mean, there's not one aspect, I think. He's had theft, he's had con, he's had RICO running a criminal organization, pedophilia. Is there anything of a dark thing that this guy has not engaged in, that he's got hanging over his head? The moment he's out of power, they can go after him. The theft of documents, the selling of information to foreign powers. Okay? It's just endless, the stuff that's hanging over his head. And he knows that the minute he is out of power, that all of that is coming down on his head. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. More is coming out about Epstein being murdered in his cell. Okay? We see that Ghislaine is not the one that's in that cell. They have a look-alike that they have paid to take her place. Okay? She is off running somewhere else. Because, you know, people say, well, she's gotten older and your looks change. Your nose does not get shorter. Okay? The nose does not get shorter. Okay? So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. He is in crash and burn mode. So we'll have to see how this continues to play out. On that note, I'll leave that here. But again, every reading is coming doom and gloom for this guy. It's getting more and more intense on a daily basis. And his drama-fueled rally that was in Kentucky was just absolutely insane, in fantasy land. Now, we know that he does pay actors. We've seen that before. They know that they pay actors to sit behind him, okay, when he does rallies. That's happened before, and I'm sure right now it's happening even more because even MAGA is turning on him. They want the Epstein files released. They're all up in arms about the bombing in Iran. Yes, Smith Lily, because he was going to be, you know, the president of peace. I've stopped all these wars. 8 wars and soon to be 9. The one he starts, he's claiming now he's going to bring peace. I mean, just the insanity of this guy is insane. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll continue forward. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.